You did not find this message by chance. You were called. Something in the unseen guided you here. Your screen lit up at the exact moment your spirit was ready to hear this. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. You have been sensing it. The quiet pull inside your chest. The nights when sleep feels distant because something keeps whispering, "Wake up." You think you clicked a video, but in truth, the video clicked you. There is a pattern running beneath your life. Every closed door, every heartbreak, every delay was not chaos, it was calibration. You were being shaped for something precise, something written before you were born. When you question your worth, remember this moment. You are not a mistake in the system. You are a signal in the design. The universe has been rearranging itself to bring you here. Every shadow has been teaching you light. Every silence has been training your faith. Listen closely now. This is not entertainment. This is activation. You are part of a divine equation. You are standing on the threshold of your destiny. This message is your confirmation. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not late. You are exactly on time in God's clock. So take a breath. Let your chest expand with the knowing that you were meant to hear these words. This is not random. This is revelation. If your spirit feels it, declare it in the comments now. Write it with conviction. 77. Because this is where the waiting ends and the becoming begins. You have been asking for answers, and heaven responded with silence. You thought silence meant abandonment. It never did. Silence is the language of testing. When God stops speaking, He is watching. When He hides, He is measuring your faith. You prayed, you waited, nothing moved. The sky stayed still. But stillness is not absence. Stillness is strategy. The universe quiets before every revelation. The ocean withdraws before every great wave. So when everything goes quiet, know that something vast is forming. You are not being ignored. You are being refined into someone who can hear the subtle frequencies of destiny. When no message arrives, you start searching your phone, your friends, your signs. But the voice is not out there. It's within. And it's whispering, stand still. Your fear interprets silence as rejection, but your spirit knows its initiation. Every prophet learns this language. The hush between divine words. The pause before manifestation. Listen beyond the noise. Your heart will catch the echo, because the silence is speaking. And the message is this: you are closer than you think. If this is your silent season, type in the comments, "I'm still listening." Because only those who endure the quiet can hear the call. This is where the real war happens. Not outside, inside. Your thoughts are the battlefield. Your belief is the weapon. Your doubt is the enemy's disguise. Every what if you think is a bullet. Every I can't is a chain. But you were born to fight in the unseen. When the storm hits your mind, remember this. Not every thought belongs to you. Some are invasions, whispers from fear dressed as logic. You can't control the voice that knocks, but you can decide which one enters. When anxiety rises, speak like a commander. I choose faith. I reject the lie. I claim my destiny. The mind is not a mirror, it is a forge. What you repeat becomes reality. So repeat power. Repeat truth. Repeat the prophecy over your life until it becomes your reflex. The enemy wants your attention, because attention is worship. And what you focus on, you feed. Feed fear, and it grows fangs. Feed faith, and it grows wings. You are not losing your mind. You are learning to master it. Take back your throne. Guard your gates. Speak your victory. Declare it now. My mind belongs to destiny. You asked for purpose. You received fire. Because gold is never born shining. It becomes gold by surviving the flame. The pain you feel is not punishment. It is purification. Every betrayal, every loss, every sleepless night, they were not meant to destroy you. They were designed to distill you. Fire removes what cannot last. It exposes what is eternal. When everything burns away, the false hopes, the illusions, the pride, what remains is truth. God does not test you to see you break. He tests you to reveal your strength. So when the heat rises, don't run. Stand in it. Let it burn the lesser version of you. You are being reforged into something incorruptible, something that will not bend when destiny demands pressure. The fire is not your enemy. It is your doorway. And when you walk through it, you will shine with the authority of someone who has seen hell and walked out holy. Say it with power. I am not burning down, I am burning clean. Nothing is random. Every delay, every detour, every disappointment, blueprints. You see chaos. He sees construction. God is the unseen architect. He builds in silence and unveils in timing. You are standing in a house still under design. Walls missing, floors half laid, but the foundation is eternal. You want the door to open. He's reinforcing the hinges. You want the promise now. He's calculating the load that promise must carry. You think it's taking too long. He's making sure it never collapses. The unseen realm is busy. Heaven's hands are aligning people, places, hours, moments. One misstep and the structure would crack. So he waits. Every disappointment was a removal of the wrong beam. Every delay was a correction in the blueprint. When the architect finishes, the door will swing open effortlessly, and you will see why it had to take this long. Trust the silence of the builder. Because he doesn't explain, he completes. You are not lost in the maze. You are walking through the masterpiece. Declare it now. The architect is still building. Her name was not written, but her faith was. The Shunammite woman, the one who dared to say all is well while holding loss in her arms. She was not pretending. She was prophesying. She understood the code of heaven. When the promise seems dead, declare life anyway. That is the Shunammite's code. Faith first, facts later. When the world says it's over, heaven says, watch me. Your promise might look lifeless right now. Your miracle might feel buried under disappointment. But God does not bury promises, He plants them. What looks like death is incubation. What looks like silence is set up. What looks impossible is already written. The Shunammite didn't beg. She declared, "All is well," not because she felt it, but because she knew it. The same power is in you. Speak resurrection over your waiting. Speak wholeness over your wounds. Speak victory over your valley. When everything around you screams, "Give up," you whisper the code that opens heaven. All is well. Type it in the comments if your faith still breathes. Let the universe know you remember the code. Because faith spoken in pain is the highest form of prophecy. Delay is not denial. Delay is divine timing wearing patience as armor. You think the promise is late. Heaven says the promise is aging to perfection. The seed does not scream when buried. It grows in silence. Roots before fruits. Structure before spotlight. You cry, "Why not now?" And heaven answers, "Because forever takes time." The prophecy of delay is not a curse. It is calibration. Every unanswered prayer was a lesson in surrender. Every postponed door was protection from premature entry. You want the crown, but the weight of gold requires stronger shoulders. Delay builds those shoulders. Delay tests loyalty. Delay filters the crowd. Delay separates the called from the chosen. Do not despise this season. It is the cocoon before flight. It is the pause before thunder. The enemy wants you impatient, because impatience births imitation. But destiny cannot be microwaved. It must be forged. When nothing moves, the prophecy is maturing. When everyone leaves, purpose is ripening. The longer it takes, the louder the glory will echo. Repeat this truth until it lives in your bones. My delay is divine. And type it boldly below. Let the watchers know you still believe. 8. The awakening of the promise. Something is stirring in the unseen. The promise you buried is breathing again. You thought it died, but the tomb was temporary. The stone was only rolled to build suspense. Every tear was oil on the gears of destiny. Every sigh was oxygen for resurrection. God never canceled your promise. He just let it rest until your spirit was ready to carry it. Awakening begins quietly. A pulse, a whisper, a shift in the air around you. You start seeing signs that others dismiss. You feel energy rise in conversations that used to drain you. Your heart recognizes alignment before your eyes do. This is not nostalgia. This is recognition. The same divine hand that wrote your prophecy is now turning the page. The story continues. Do not resist the return of hope. Hope is the gate of manifestation. The promise is not walking toward you, it is running. It carries your name in its DNA. When God revives what you gave up, He does not bring it back as it was. He brings it back refined, resurrected, ready. You are entering the season of sight. You will see what you prayed for. You will touch what you only imagined. Breathe it in. The atmosphere has changed. The delay has expired. The fulfillment has awakened. Say it now. My promise lives. 9. The war for faith. Faith is not a feeling. It is a weapon. You are not waiting on the promise. The promise is waiting on your warfare. This war is invisible, but it is real. You don't fight with fists. You fight with focus. You don't swing swords. You speak scripture. Every day you rise tired, yet still believe you win a battle. Every time you choose trust over fear, you take new ground. Every time you pray when it feels useless, you break another chain. The war for faith is fought in repetition, believing again and again and again. The enemy attacks your endurance. Because he cannot stop what's written, he can only make you quit reading. Faith must roar louder than the whispers of fear. When the enemy says it's over, you answer, it's begun. When he says you're alone, you declare, he's with me. Armor is not built in peace. It is hammered in the battlefield. You are not losing. You are being licensed. Every trial you survived was training. Every doubt you conquered was documentation of divine authority. So lift your head. Stand tall. Speak this truth like a trumpet. My faith will not fall. And let the heavens record it now. Another warrior refused to break. 10. Conclusion. The covenant still stands. Listen. What was promised is still alive. Doubt tried to bury it. Time tried to fade it. Silence tried to suffocate it. But covenant does not expire. God does not retract what he confirms. He does not rewrite what he engraves. He does not abandon what he births. You have walked through silence, fire, waiting, warfare. And still you are here. That alone is proof. The covenant still stands. The same hand that wrote your destiny is guiding it to completion. The same breath that began your story is still speaking your name. This is not the end. This is the unveiling. When it comes, it will come suddenly. When it moves, it will move completely. No delay, no detour, no denials. Because what is divine cannot die in the hands of time. The covenant was signed in spirit, sealed in purpose, sustained in faith. You were never abandoned, you were being anointed. So breathe, stand still, receive. The promise is closer than ever. The alignment is unfolding. The prophecy is fulfilling. Declare it with unshakable conviction. The promise still stands. Type it below if you know it's for you. Not as hope, but as recognition. Because while you were doubting, he never stopped working. And what he began in you, he will finish in glory. If this word ignited something in your spirit, share it with one person who needs to remember their promise. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss the next revelation meant for your awakening. Your journey is not random. It is written. And this is only the beginning.